That's tap water. And let me take this tap water. Greg, do me a favor. And would you put 4 fingers, would you put 4 fingers in that tap water? Don't disturb. All four of them, your whole hand, put it in there. Put your thumb in there too, it look dirty. Okay. Oh, I love getting to have fun, being able to have fun with you. Now, however, I'm going to take this 11.5. This is a water that the device makes. It is 50,000 times stronger than the tap water. And I'm going to wash these vegetables with this. I'm actually going to do 2 things. And I want to prove to you that it's just water. It's just water. It's just water. I wouldn't recommend drinking it, even though it is water. No, I'm kidding. It's just water. Just water. Now, if you should drink it, not a problem. But here's what I want to show you. When you look at what's called at this just water, I'm going to take, here's Pamela's water. Pamela, will your water, this is fresh from the day, right?
Oh, no, I was using yesterday.
Okay. She recycles. She recycles. Okay, so here's some of Pamela's. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna take this sesame oil. Now we use this because it's an extra dark oil and gives you the ability to see what is actually going on. This is a dark, thick, nasty. Most of you can smell it already. Now, which one has the most oil in it? This one has the most oil, ma'am? This one has the most oil? Okay. Then I'm going to put hers in the one that has the least oil in it. Okay. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to put this in this one. See, we know that oil and water don't mix. Why? Because one is more dense than the other. It can't mix. It can't. Now, they're not talking about that water though. Because as I told you, that water is 50,000 times stronger. Now, why is this important? Because those grapes, your fruits and your vegetables, have something on them that the farmers use to protect, not protect you, protect them from their crops being eaten up by pests. Yeah. So they have these things called pesticides, insecticides, germicides, suicide, homicide, all the sides. Okay. Now, oil and water don't. Why don't? It just emulsified it. And it will not come back. Why would it do that? Because it will automatically break up oil. It will, if you capture it in one of these, it will be one of the best cleaners in your kitchen. What's the dirtiest part in the kitchen? The hood. Yeah, it will clean better than your 409. It will clean better than anything. It's a cleaner. Now, that is one thing. However, here's the best part. Yeah, be careful.
I will, bro.
That spill is going to be ugly.
Yeah.
Now, let me do this. What I'm putting on my hands right now is the 2.5. And the reason I'm putting the 2.5 is because it kills 99% of all bacteria. Salmonella, mold, E. coli, staph, fungus, MRSA, you name it. It kills everything. That's one of the waters. So, when you clean the water in the way that you normally clean it, this is what you will remove. You will remove some of that. Now, when you clean the water with the 11.5, this is what you remove and you don't feed to your family. What is that? Because it ain't green tea. It's insecticides, pesticides. Look at the difference. Now here's one better. Here's what I want to do. Are there can I get 2 or 3 people just to come up and do a little a guest to come up and do a taste test? Someone that's new?
Oh, new.
Anyone new? New?
New.
Yes.
New? Yeah, absolutely.
All you, yeah.
Yeah. So what I want you to do first is I want you to take one. I want you to take one. Please take one. Trinell, good to see you. Please take one. Now, you can pass the rest. You can take these and Greg, keep that in here. Can you guys pass the rest of these around to the new people? Now, turn around for a second and take a bite and eat that particular one right there. Now, everybody, notice the plate. Notice the faces.
Yeah, pass it.
No problem. Trinell, you must not like tomatoes.
It's good.
Is it? What'd you say?
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good. Now, get your cameras. Get your cameras. Get your cameras.
Real good.
Get your cameras. Would you take that one right there? Get your cameras right.
That it was real good.
It was real good. Now, come up here, sir. Right here. Yeah. Right here. Now, do me a favor. I want you to take and eat that one now, and tell me if there's a difference.
Oh, yeah.
There's a difference.
That's
a little difference.
good.
A definite difference.
That you can't produce.
It's not a
Look, you don't even want it. Just throw it right in there. Just throw it right in there. I told y'all to get your cameras. You guys, thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate that. So.
You said the proof is in the tomato, huh?
You can take, not only will the tomato last longer, not only does it taste better, but it lasts longer.
But you know what? I wish I would have had the nasty one first and then finished up with the good one.
Okay. All right, there you go. There you go. There's a good one. There you go. When you can get that taste out of your mouth. So that's the. Looks like we're about to run out of juice. We're about to run out of juice. There we go. Now we have juice. And then the last water. So that was the 11.5. And then this is the 2.5 water. And if you notice, I took the 2.5 and you can capture the water. Once you have the device, you can capture the water any way that you want to so that you can use it around the home in different areas. What we use this one for is we use this one to sanitize our hands. What do most people use? Perel. It's chemical. Try to do this with Perel. No, don't do that. Look, where little man at? Tell little man I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. That would be a problem if you try to do. Why? And why can we do that? Because it's nothing but it's just water. I'm not drinking that though. That is a problem if you drink it because it's very acidic. But what I want to show you is, even though it's water, if you shake it up, and this gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and the 11.5 gets stronger. Man, I left you over there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They want to know why you over there.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So do me a favor. Take your fingers out, man. Okay.
I gotta go. I gotta go pee.
So good. Okay. He's like, man, I'm over here drowning. Okay. So what I want to show you is that was tap water. And in tap water, what we know about tap water is chlorinated. And if we continue to stir it up.
I don't think that's that one.
Oh, that one wasn't tap water?
I don't think so.
Can someone give me tap water?
Yeah.
Greg's was tap. Just give me tap water.
Yep. Neil, you want to walk over here? You good?
Hey, I trust you, bro.
You trust me, right? All right, bro.
That's cool.
All right. No fruits in there, is it?
Just pour that in there. So this is actually orthotolidine, and orthotolidine detects whether or not there's, and maybe they have a filter on it where there is no they could have a reverse osmosis filter on there. And because it's a theater, it could be. What would normally happen is when you have tap water and you put orthotolidine in the tap water, what will happen is the orthotolidine will detect the chlorine and it will turn yellow. However, what we then do is we then take someone, like we take Greg's, or I was taking his fingers and I put in there, but what we could also take is we could take cauliflower, we could take vegetables, we could take broccoli, we could take we could take kale. We could show it, we could put the water in the vegetables in the water, and we could actually show you that when you wash your fruits and vegetables, you are not washing your fruits and vegetables. You are merely saturating them with chlorine. And we know that chlorine is a carcinogen.
Yes, it's true.
And so even though most of us don't have this divide, doesn't understand, most of us don't wash our fruits and vegetables with bottled water. We wash our fruits and vegetables with tap water. And so what we are in essence doing, we are consuming high amounts of chlorine still. And so that we don't filter. And so that's the importance. So there's a number of different things that we like to point out in this particular. But what I was going to tell you about this particular water that kills 99.9% of all bacteria. Do me a favor. Back in the day, I know I don't know when you went to school, you went to high school, but I'm sure you used to do something way back. But y'all was still doing some certain things back there too. Don't try it. I know. Now, what I'm asking you to do, I'm asking you to, right, but not like you used to. All right? He's like, I don't know if I remember how not to do it like that. That's how I do it. But do me a favor. Just tell the group what that smells like.
It smells almost like bleach.
Like bleach. Exactly, like bleach. Have you smelled it before? See, smell don't lie.
That's bleach.
I did. No, it's water. It's water. This is not bleach. This is water.
I said almost like bleach.
That's bleach.
Yeah,
That's water. You looked at me like I didn't steal nothing. I'm sorry. Who's new?
bleach will smell just like bleach.
Well, it's like diluted.
Ooh, like diluted?
But it's water.
Yeah, I'm saying that's why I said it smells almost like bleach. Because if
It's
it's
just water.
bleach, it would smell
it's
just
just
like
water.
bleach. The bleach is distinctive.
You want some? Yeah.
Bleach should knock you for a loop.
I'll be real happy. Oh, take it
Don't
down.
spill my clothes. Don't spill it.
But now, here's what all bacteria. This is what they use. This is what surgeons use in Japan to sterilize their equipment, their medical.
Question.
Let me take it at the end, because I told my man I'm gonna take it right. I'm gonna take all questions. I'm gonna take all questions at the end. So that's the 2.5 water. We talked about the 11.5. Talked about.
I gotta do 9 hours.
These are the various things that you can use the 2.5 for. I'm trying to run through because I want to make sure we hit our time.
Derek, one thing real quick.
Go ahead.
You want to do the light?
I'll let John do the light. You want to? Okay. We have what we can do is let me see it real quick. So when a water has minerals,
Go up there, John. Go up there.
when a water has minerals in it, what ends up happening? Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it. Take 5 minutes and explain it real quick. Real quick, John. Go ahead.
One minute, I'm gonna need a bottle of water.
Okay. How about the which one?
Yeah, anyone.
Anyone? Got. Oh, wait a minute. We got Bob.
Here
we go.
You got some bread.
Dasani. There's Dasani.
You got some bread up there. Some bread.
Oh, we got some Brita.
Got some
Oh my
bread.
gosh.
Try that bread.
We have Brita. Okay. The Kangen water is right here.
This device is pretty much a conductivity test, pretty much. There's a negative and a positive pin. If there's minerals inside the water, it will create a conductivity to connect both of the pin together to create a light bulb. The Dasani, they run through a reverse osmosis system where they strip out all the minerals inside the water. So if there's real minerals inside the water, that light should light up, right?
No minerals.
This is Kangen water.
There might be minerals inside. I mean, let's try that. If there are minerals inside here, that's okay. It's good to know that there's minerals in Brita. And there should be minerals. Here's the Brita. There should be, because the Brita has run through, it's just tap water that's run through a filter. So there should be connectivity in the Brita as well. So you can see that we're not trying to, there's no, yes, yes. But it will like, there is minerals in the Brita water.
Okay, now you didn't wipe it off, and you put it in there and didn't light up. Come on, boy.
Well, don't get us started.
It doesn't matter.
You still don't believe it.
See, we're not trying to skew the results or anything like that. We're just trying to say, here's the issue. This particular water has hydrative benefits, oxidative benefits, and acidic or alkaline benefits. And unless you are getting all three in one, then you have a less than superior water. And here's the thanks, Sean. And here's the key. If your body is 78%, your body is 75 to 78% water. So doesn't it make sense that whatever you hydrate with or whatever you flush it with will determine the longevity, elasticity, and productivity. Most acidic people are very tired. You can tell an acidic person they just finished eating. Oh, I'm so tired. They just got up from a nap. They're still tired. Why? Because they're acidic. And that is one of the things, several things that you'll recognize from drinking the water is that your energy will be heightened. You'll be, literally heightened. But let me get into the last part. I said that we were going to go, that we had two different parts to our presentation. Our financial compensation, where it may appear to be like others, is very, very different. And the one way I can show you or demonstrate that it's different is that we have a patent, a global patent. There's no other company's compensation plan that's been patented in the world. So Enagic has a patent on there. And why? Because if you look at the model of most other companies, this is how it looks. It is pyramid in nature. Ours is not. Ours, we are a member of the Direct Selling Association, the DSA. This is a real business for real entrepreneurs, for people who want to look at benefiting themselves. I love what J. Paul Getty said, people who want to capitalize on what we call leveraged income. Because what J. Paul Getty said was, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts as opposed to 100% of my own efforts. Because if I have 1% of 100 people's efforts, if for some reason I don't go into work ever again, I still can make about as much as I made previously. Now, J. Paul Getty, they got a museum named, anybody know where the Getty Museum is? The Getty. When they name museums after you, probably you should listen to those people. They got something to say. So here's how this particular program works. I love the program because number one, the program has no gimmicks. There's no sign-up fees, no qualifications, no front-loading of product. There's no requalifying, none of that stuff. And it pays daily. That's the beautiful part. Now, here's what Enagic does. Every time one of these devices is referred. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help you understand how to own one of these devices. Okay? And first of all, in owning one of these devices, please know it is 100% tax deductible. 100%. I'll explain that to you afterwards. However, when you get started in Enagic, what they do is, for every one of these devices they pay out 8 points. 8 points. Each point represents $285. Okay? Now, here's my question. If there are 8 points given out, what was your name again, sir? Stefan. Stefan, if